Hello everyone, welcome back. In my previous video, I showed you how you can clone the code and code from the repo. So we used a GitHub repo, and then all of the code that was done in previous videos are already into the repo. And if you want to access, the link is in the video as well. And this is where you would land. There are multiple repos for you to use. There's one Selenium. We're gonna work on Selenide part. So this is the mainly video. This is the mainly code that was that we cloned. So whatever we have here local is same as what's latest out there. So up until now we don't have any Cucumber related items here. So everything runs as a JUnit test. So we're using Jupyter 5 JUnit Test 5, which is a Jupyter library. So mainly this is just a JUnit test right now. So we're going to convert into Cucumber and modify this test a little bit so we can start seeing the feature files. So first of all, let me show you how this test actually ran in my previous video. I can run that from here. So if you notice that this is the demo site we're going to use, and it launched and it clicked that drop down. That was all we were doing here, as a menu click. So this is coming from all Selenide locators. If you see the Selenide element, that's how we defined in last video. So we don't have anything right now, but we're going to build more pages. But first of all, we're going to just quickly convert it into Cucumber test, and then we're going to work on more page objects items. So go on a scenario basis test. So without spending further time, I would like to jump into the conversion. So first of all, let's go ahead and comment this test icon so it doesn't trigger from here. We're gonna later remove this entire class, but before that I want to mimic what this did in the other. I want to use Cucumber test to do all this stuff, same test that we did now. So first of all, I'm going to create a class here. I'm going to create a package here, actually, new package that's inside the test Java package. So I'm going to move these stuffs there. So it will be com.robust.steps. So this is going to be the steps, because we're going to call the step definition. So here I'm going to say, let's say this one is dashboard menu steps. So Java class menu steps. Let's say that's the class. We're going to add that. So here we're going to just write the step definitions, just like this guy's doing here. So let's copy this part. So I just did the same thing. It's just a step definition. So here, what's that extra is we're going to add the Cucumber glue on top of that. Everything inside the method is the same for the Cucumber. So we're going to come back to that step definition later, but before that, let's go ahead and start a hooks. We are also going to create a package here, new package com.robust. So we will need hooks. Hooks is mainly going to act like a before and after, just like JUnit did here. So we want to handle that also. So in the hooks, we're going to create new Java class hooks. You can name it whatever you want. I will just say hooks. So let's pull these items there. and then I'm going to put before and after item here. And now since we already backed up this part, I'm going to delete this class. We don't need this class anymore. And then this package is not needed either. Good. So we have a hooks, we have a steps. Step is there. Mainly we just moved over from that one class. Now what you need is you need to use the before. So if you notice here, there are multiple before options. You need to pick io.cucumber.java for before, and same thing with the after. This is also coming from after. You need to make sure by default it will pick the JUnit. So that's the first thing we need to make sure. After that, nothing else you need to do on the before or hooks. Mainly if you work in an organization, then you might want to use all of the data related setup, load up, all that kind of thing here in this block. And if you need to close, you have to perform certain setups, clearing the maps and all that kind of things would be here. Resetting part here, setting part here. Set, reset. But for our purpose, we don't need anything. We just need to close the browser. So now going back to this, before that what we need to do is we need to also create a runner. New package. This is where you would have a runner class. It is going to come called, you can call Cucumber runner, or it's up to us. Whatever we want to call. So here, this class is mainly going to stay empty. So all you need to do here is add the run with cucumber.class. You need to import that. Alt enter. You press Alt and enter same time, and you get the option. So now you need to use the Cucumber option. Cucumber options will have like that. Now you need to fill in the options here. So it will be glue. Glue equals, you need to provide where the glue is here in this part. That means glue is mainly called for whatever the steps is. You need to provide those. So we are going to add a glue first thing. So to do that, we can do com dot. So here we can provide with the class path. Com dot this package is where we want to hit. So robust dot, and we want to emphasize which folder it has to look, so it will always go through any classes that has the steps defined here inside the steps. So what we do is step. So that is going to tell which steps we want, but we also want to identify which hooks is going to fit. So what we do is we're going to do the comma separated and do the same thing here. Com dot robust dot hooks. So now we can close this. So that is going to now go through, if anything, it will go through hooks or manage steps, so that Cucumber will understand. So because this is also hooks, this is also hooks, so let's rename this guy to a different class. Refactor, rename. Let's say Cucumber hooks, so we don't get confused. Hooks here, we're only pulling the package name. Package here. So after that, we need to also tell where are the feature files. So feature, we are going to put the feature file inside source test features. So this location, and then also another thing we need to also say is step notification equals true. We can say publish. Publish equals true. You don't need to publish if you don't want to, but mainly this is going to just publish your results into Cucumber's dashboard. Okay, after that we can leave it alone like that. So we just had Here is the class path for the steps, which is the step definitions, and this is the class path for hooks, so which is going to go here for the all before setups. So we're good here. So now one more thing what we need in this runner class is we just exit out of this. We don't need anything anymore from this class. So that's all here. So what we have more to do is we need to go back to these steps. We need to define the Cucumber glue here. So before doing that, let's go back to runner one more time. We just told Cucumber that this is the location we're gonna put the feature file. So feature file, let's put that. We don't have a resource folder, so we need to create one new directory. Resources. Inside resources, we need to create a folder named that new directory. So now we can put whatever name of the feature file, but it has to have an extension as .feature. File, new file. So new into the folder, new file. Here I'm going to say demo. We're just doing some menu test. Menu bar .feature. So now if you notice, and okay, one more thing, because this is already linked to the Git repository, every time you create a new file, you might see like this dialog. All what it means is it is going to automatically stage for you. So that means you can just go to commit directly. Otherwise, if you don't do it here, you have to first add this file to the staging, then you can commit. So I'm going to put it add, so I don't have to do that again. So empty new file, you notice here when we create, you will see those. So now if you see here little Cucumber icon, that is because the IntelliJ already has the Cucumber installed. If you don't have it, you can go to file and settings, and then you can search for plugins. Here inside the plugins, you can see the Cucumber. You can search for Cucumber, and then you can see Cucumber for Java, and that's what you have installed. So if you see installed, that's already there. So now what we need to do is we need to create a feature file. So feature validations of menu on demo page. Now what we do is in the feature file scenario, so what we do is let's create one given statement, given user launch user links drop down on the home page on the menu. Let's say this is our step. We can add as many as we want. We can add further when we go to the next video, but for now we're just trying to connect the dots here. So I copied, no extra space, I copied here all the way to the end because Cucumber is case sensitive. And scenario versus scenario outline, I will go over that in the other videos when we add more feature here, but I also do have a Cucumber features test in the other older videos. They work same way, so it's nothing different out there. So I copied this part, whatever selected, and I go back to the menu steps. Here I'm going to do is a given statement. Inside the parentheses, first of all, I need to do double quote, and starting with this arrow thing, that's above 6. So how you get that is shift and 6, then that will do that. And add a dollar sign at the same time, and in between to that you put this. So mainly what this is a starting line and it's an ending line, and then so that it doesn't count for any extra spaces or anything. So here if you notice one more thing is this is not parameterized. We're gonna go through parameterizing this Cucumber file in the other video, but mainly this is just for the basic. So we have it parameterized, and then this, so that's why this method has no arguments. So what this does is when Cucumber launches, so let's say when we want to run this test, what it does is it's going to first go find out anything hooks is there. It will pick up before, and it will launch the browser here, and then it goes to the steps, which is the test. So the step is this part. This is going to connect back to the steps. How it does is it's based on this runner. Runner says this is where you go to find the steps, and then that's why at that path here it comes here inside menu steps. It doesn't care. You don't have to define the class name here. It just says the package name. Any classes under the package that has this line item is what it's going to invoke. So after that, it finds out here, oh, it's in the class here, and then what it does, it's going to trigger all the methods inside here. So that's how the Cucumber works. So first of all, what it does inside the method, it will go into initializing the home page. What the home page is, home page has this element defined, Cucumber that link, and then we'll just say that link, just click. So this is how the Cucumber thing works. Now if you want to run it, you can run it now from here. Let's save it first. One more thing you need to do here is you need to add a tag any test or something. This can be customized whatever name you want. We can add the tag here in the runner as well, but if you don't, it is fine as well. It will pick every test that is out there. So for now, we just want to run one test, so we'll continue from here. Go into the runner, click that runner here. So now after that, you will see in the IntelliJ that Cucumber runner is already there, so you can literally just trigger that play button here. So the test is running and it does exactly same icon, and then it closes the browser. So now if I want to rerun it, I can just come here and rerun it like that. I'm going to stop for now. And then also if I need to add the test runner, I can also come here and do that edit config in this drop down. Edit config. I can add a new test. Hit add JUnit Test. Let's say I name that part, name is okay. And then all I need to do here is look at this, what it does. Copy this part here. Let's put that class here, and then everything else remains the same here. So hit OK. Now if I want to hit play button here, it should run also. Sweet. So after the test is running, there are two things we can do. If you see here, successfully open the page, and then page has closed. This is the link here. This actually comes from this publish part. This link, if you click, then you will see this. This test is 100% passed. If you want to open it up, it says that it has any test. This is our test. So this is just going to publish into Cucumber dashboard. So maybe that. Now after that, I'm going to put this change into this repo also, and then we will be done from this video. So let's try to first commit this. Resolve PCS commit. So it has all of the files that we want. These are all the files it has selected. We don't want any extra files. So I'm going to just commit for now. Since 5 files committed, now I don't see these files in the local changes. So I need to push this for that. Okay, let me try to push now. PCS git push. I have to hit push here. I need to provide the credentials. So let's close this. Let's go back to the repo and check if everything has been pushed correctly. So I'm going to open my repo. So robust Selenide, we see the source, we should see here, 12 critical, and then we see all those features are there, and then when we go back, we see that run hooks and all this, everything get in there. So if you want to pull the latest code out there, like I showed earlier, you can take this latest changes. So I think that's all for today. After I push the code, I'm just going to build one more time just to make sure I didn't miss anything and it compiles correctly for your system. Good. I'm going to put this link for the GitHub into the comment section. Please feel free to clone the repo and take the latest changes. If you have any questions, please comment. Thank you so much for watching this video, and look forward for the next videos for more feature files and more page objects with the Selenide. Thank you for watching, and if you have not subscribed, please help my channel subscribe. Thank you.